So people told me a boat party is waiting us, so I will try to keep it as short as possible. So I'm here in order to introduce Weeve, and Weeve is a venture in the Berlin blockchain ecosystem, and it's about bridging IoT and blockchain. So we're not a full blockchain technology, we're rather concentrating on implementing the oracles for the blockchain. And the reason why we do it is simply, just a second, how does it work? Okay. The reason is quite simple. Data is the new gold. Yeah? So the Facebooks and the Googles have splendidly demonstrated that you can run amazing business model on top of data. And IoT stands for a new paradigm that brings even more data, which is economically useful. And the mission of Weeve is essentially to tokenize and monetize the new assets. And when you figure out that data is the new gold and you somehow bring the data into an economic flow, then something magically happens. Namely, you build new marketplaces. You build marketplaces for a so-called machine-to-machine economy. So an example is that you can ride your car, and a car already today gathers a lot of data because it's full of sensors. And now you can use the data in order, to sell the data on marketplaces, because there are a lot of services that are just looking for real-time information. So what is Weeve about? Weeve is actually building that kind of network such that IoT devices can monetize those data. And in order to do that, of course, there are challenges that need to be solved. And one of the main challenges is, of course, trust. So data is just a sequence of 0 and 1s, and everybody can generate 0 and 1s and claim that it has value. Yeah? So we need some kind of cryptography, and the blockchain technology has demonstrated that when we put in a meaningful way, 0 1s with a signature, we actually tokenize the string, and suddenly it becomes, it gets some value. Another problem which needs to be solved when one talks about the machine-to-machine economy is, of course, security. So in the prior example, I demonstrated a car that participates through the blockchain in some kind of economic data transfer. So this means the car is smart, it needs to have a wallet. And this wallet needs to be protected against any form of attack. And in order to face the challenges, we developed, a great portfolio of new technologies. One technology is the Weeve OS. It's the first IoT to blockchain operating system. It uses cutting-edge security technology using trusted execution environments, compartments, a lot of new crypto algorithms, and so on. And the reason is simply we would like to protect, for example, the Ethereum wallet against any kind of attack. Another product we developed is the Weeve platform, and here the idea is to bootstrap marketplaces for corporates or even for individuals. So the idea is that it's a platform as a service, so you can build and create your own data marketplaces with little investments. Another product we have, and this is where the token model comes into the game, is the Weeve network. So we have a utility token that adds another, say, trust feature to our portfolio. We use staking mechanisms in a very smart way to make sure that, for example, selling fake data will be punished. Whereas contributions to the network in a positive way, for example, like giving data to the network, is, of course, rewarded. So what is the difference of Weeve in comparison to a lot of other projects out there? So we definitely make the difference simply because we don't only have papers, we actually have a lot of deep tech. A lot of our technologies, protocols are patented. just in order to protect the IPRs. Then, of course, we have running code. So, for example, we have a marketplace for energy trading, which is online, which can be tested. The Weeve OS I talked about is in beta stage. It can be downloaded from our GitHub. And, okay, 1 minute, I'm going to make it. And last but not least, of course, we have a strong partner network. So whenever you talk about the platform as a service, you need a strong ecosystem. And here we already built, a great portfolio of partners, which is a mixture of German corporates as well as partners from the ecosystem, like, for example, Sverity, which we'll present thereafter. We partnered with Oceans Protocol, which are also quite big in the blockchain Berlin ecosystem. A lot of German corporates like Innogy, which is one of the leading German energy providers. We're talking to the Bosches, the Siemens, and so on. And last but not least, community. Yeah, so we have a fantastic community, just some numbers. It's continuously growing, and we're here, part of the Asia Roadshow, just in order to let the community grow. Because in the end, it's a blockchain-based project, and it only works if the community accepts that. And last but not least, of course, a strong team, an awesome team. So this guy is already on stage. This is the CEO. This is our CFO over there. So if you want to talk about investment relations, this is definitely the guy to talk about. Continuously growing. We have already a size of roughly 16 people, strong advisors, and now I have to finish because I ran out of time.